Hello guys, welcome back to yet another episode. In today's video guys, I want us to get to look into a car. This is a car which was specifically produced mainly for the Japanese market, but of course it has spread across the globe, and of course we do have it here in Kenya, and it's a car which has been embraced by many because of its good performance. We are talking about fuel economy as well as its low maintenance. So the car that we'll be talking about today is the Toyota Axio, and of course, its production doesn't go way too far. It's a car which has been in our Kenyan roads for less than 10 years, but it have really shown some good performance. So stick around because I'll be taking you through this discussion. My name is Willie, and of course, if it's your first time coming across my videos, please consider hitting the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that each and every time I get to bring you an episode like this one, you can always be notified. And of course, you get to learn a few things that you might not be knowing. And of course, guys, if you're a person who really like or love to know about cars, just go ahead and get to talk to me in the comment section. And of course, I will really appreciate. So for now, just allow the intro to roll, and I'm going to see you on the other side. Well, when you get to hear or to talk about the Toyota Axio, remember this is a car which has borrowed a lot from its predecessor. We are talking about cars like the Toyota, the NZE. We're also talking about the Toyota 110, the Toyota 100, the 90 and 91 series. So there's a lot of specs that you'll be seeing as more of a similarity. Remember, they are all from Toyota, and of course, they have just been evolving over the years. So when you get talk about Toyota, guys, I want us to get to look at the motor that gets to power this car. And for that case, guys, we'll be talking about the engine specs. So first thing first, it's important that you get to understand the Toyota Axio came with different engine variants. We're talking about there are those ones which had they have the 1.3 liter petrol engine. We have the 1.5 petrol engine, and we also have the bigger version of it, the 1.8 liter petrol engine. So for the part for the 1.3 engine, it had an engine called the 1NR. For the case of the 1.5, which is very common, that's the most common one. It has the 1Z, the 1NZ, and for the case of the rear version, which is the 1.8, it had an engine called the 2ZR. So we'll be focusing on the most popular version of it, which is the 1.5. And this engine, one thing is for sure, it's a very easy, low maintenance engine, which also it's a very powerful engine which gets to push that car to its top speed in just a few seconds. So talking of the Toyota Axio and the 1.5 liter, remember the engine is the 1Z, the 1NZ, and this engine of course came with a four-cylinder. It's a four-cylinder engine which also comes with the technology of having the double overhead camshaft. I've said time and again, most of the Toyota engine they do come with the double overhead, and this is one of the features that makes this engine to run smoothly and of course to have a longer lifespan. Remember, with the double overhead camshaft, it allows easy inflow of the air as well as more pushing of the exhaust gas, which makes the engine to have a very smooth coordination and therefore the engine to be very silent and calm. So considering it has the four cylinders, it also comes with the 16 valves. We have four valves in each cylinder, meaning two valves to push in fresh air, as for the case of the two other valves as to push the exhaust gas. So with this engine, it gets to give out the power output. It gets to give around 109 horsepower. For the case of it gets to give 109 horsepower. That's enough power, of course, to push this car to its top speed, which is 180 in just a few minutes. So this engine might come, in most cases, they do come married with either the automatic transmission system, while there are those ones which comes with the, of course, the CVT, the Super CVT automatic transmission system. But the most popular one are those ones with the automatic because That's what most people they get to prefer. So this engine, of course, most of them they are made up of lightweight aluminum engine. That is, the material is the super lightweight aluminum, which is very efficient when it comes to transmitting of the heat. So the engine, they rarely get to suffer things like, of course, knocking, as well as the engine seizing. So those are problems which are very rare when it comes to this engine, especially if you get to give it good maintenance, especially when that time for servicing alive. So if you get to do that, this engine can really get to serve you for a very long, long time. So other features you need to understand about this engine is the fact that they are naturally aspirated. You never see a turbocharged unless you want to do more modification, which as a result also gets to lower the reduce the lifespan of the engine. But for the standard, for those ones, for the units coming out of the production, the standard is usually naturally aspirated. So all those are all the features that you need to understand about when it comes to the engine specs of the Toyota Axio. Now let's just go ahead and get to look at the exterior features. Well, in combination of that powerful engine, this car has very unique features when it comes to its outward look. First thing first, remember this is a sedan make car, and by that I mean it has a hood and of course an extension to the boot, and it's a four-door car. And of course, when it comes to its capacity, it do carry five passengers. So looking from the outside, you can see the do comes with these two rear lights. Most of the units do come with the LED tail lights, which are very bright, especially when you get to light them at night. Looking at the back here, the boot, we have this iconic the Toyota logo, which gets to give the car its brand identity. Looking at the side, we do have this 14-inch wheels. This is the standard wheel size that comes with the Toyota Axio, but you could do some few upgrades. You could get more slim tires or even a bigger rim, but the standard wheel size is usually the 14-inch wheel. Looking at this side mirror, most units they do have the turning blinkers, which makes the car to have some unique looks, especially when you have the turning lights on. So also, most units also comes with the lower rims, but it's not a standard thing from the manufacturer. You just need you can get to do the customization to make the car also to look more more unique. Looking at the front side, looking at this bumper, we have this very big, and this is something that I've noted with most the latest models of the Toyota. They're having this unique grill at the front bumper, which makes the car to look also unique and aggressive, as well as it gets to look a bit luxury. So we also have this slim grill over here, which gets to allow the air to get to the radiator for cooling purposes. And of course, we do have this logo, which is associated with most sedan car from Toyota. Looking at, we also have this the front, the halogen LED front lights, which are very powerful, especially when you're cruising at night. They get to give the driver very good visibility. And of course, there are those units which do comes with the fog lights, but those are not standard features. You may find with some, others you may not. So it's important that you get to understand that. So under the hood, we have talked about the motor that gets to power the car, which doesn't is not extremely big, meaning the car also doesn't have an extended, very long nose, but it's more of a sizable, that is the bonnet size. This car, the ground clearance is also amazing, meaning the car can also get to cruise to places where the road is not tarmac. That's, I guess that's also another reason why makes the car also a preference for many, because you can really get to cruise around and maneuver around, especially here in Kenya where we have very few places which are connected with tarmac. So the car also becomes very efficient because it's going to give you that advantage to cruise all around. So proceeding to other aspects that you'll be realizing with the Toyota Axio is the fact that it has a bit long chase, which is an advantage, especially when you're cruising at high speed, top speeds. It gets to give the car some good stability because it gets to have some low C or G. So apart from also its unique shape, which is an advantage when it comes to aerodynamics, now let's proceed. We get to look into some interior specs. Well, looking at the interior features of these the Toyota Agrio, first thing first, you can't fail to spot or to realize how unique the interior of the Toyota Agrio looks. We have most of the units do comes with either cloth or fabric upholstery. That's a standard feature for many. Looking at the center console, we have this handbrake. It's a feature that you'll be seeing with all the cars. For this one, it's an automatic, and you can get to realize that by how this lever looks. This car, some of the standard safety features that comes with this car is the two, that is the airbags. One you get to see at the passenger side, also the other one you get to see at the middle of the steering. So speaking of the middle of the steering, there are those, especially the latest models, you will be seeing they have an extension, of course, some buttons over here, which are just extension of the infotainment system, which you get to see here. This one has a touch screen for entertainment system, digital display, with these knobs for climate control. This one comes with the dual climate control, meaning you can raise the temperature or to lower the temperature. So we have more space here to put your items, and of course we also have the side door pockets, which is just more space to have your things over there. So this car is a four door, and it has the capacity to carry five passengers, two in front and three can get to fit at the back seat. Of course we have the boot space where you can get to place your luggages. For the case of the windows, these cars they do come with electric pad, meaning you can get raise or lower the windows by just pressing a button. Also comes with a central locking system, meaning it has a button over here which you can get to lock all the doors by just pressing one button right there. For the case of the side mirrors, they are also foldable, and also they are also electric powered, meaning you can just fold them by just pressing this button right right here. So if you want to pop the hood, this is the place you get to pull. For the case of that if you want to do some aftermarket upgrades, you can have the seats, of course, upgraded to leather. For the case of the seats, you get to move them forward or to adjust them manually by just pulling this lever over here. If you want to lay back, you pull this knob over here, and of course, those are few adjustments which makes also the interior of the Toyota Axio look more fancy and unique. So basically, those are the basic features. A Toyota Axio is a car that I would recommend any day to anyone because it's a car which can really get to serve you for a very long time, especially if you get to take care of the car and it comes to the right time when it comes to servicing. It's going to serve you for a very long time. So basically, those are the features that you need to know about the Toyota Axio. Share with me if you have owned one, you have one, or you have some interaction with the Toyota Axio. Talk to me in the comment section, and I would really appreciate it. That's it for today. See you in the next one.